The Life and Times of Denise Robertson. In just a few minutes, we'll be sharing your memories of Denise, but before that, we've got Sharon here to talk about one of Britain's biggest soap fans.
She was a massive soap fan, wasn't she?
Denise was.
Liked all of them.
She did, you know, because we get our briefs in the morning when we know what's coming up on the show. And
You should
obviously...
say that's notes, she means. That's not on the web.
Yeah.
Oh, we had conversations about those as well. She would always be sat there looking at the soap gossip, and she knew absolutely everything. Even her first date with her husband, he'd wanted to meet at 7 o'clock. Well, that's not on at all, because that's Emmerdale. That's her favourite soap. So it had to be delayed. Of all of them, Emmerdale was her absolute favourite. So I'm really pleased, because we've got two of our stars of Emmerdale joining us today. I think, are we down in the Wolf?
I think we've got Nick and John.
Nick and the lovely John. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm so pleased you two guys have come, because I know, John, you've been friends with her for decades, and Nick, Jimmy King was one of her favourite characters, and I know I had to introduce the two of you, because she did when she saw you at award ceremony. Went, please, I need to meet Jimmy King. I'm going to start with you, John, because I know you two have been friends since
boys,
the 80s.
you know, that was the thing.
But you and Denise go back years, don't you, John?
Well, yeah, back in the 80s when I first went on This Morning, and I've known Richard and Judy from that time. So, yes, I remember Denise from the early days, and I remember in my first divorce, she was very helpful to me. She's, you know, when she pins you with that searing, penetrating look, that you're not going to tell me anything but the truth, are you? That look. And she was a great counsel for me. Lovely.
And what was it? I once had to... She came in one morning, she said, you must send a message to John Bowe. He has to get the message, mission accomplished. What was that all about? I had to get it to you.
She invited me into a corner at the NTAs last year. And since I joined Emmerdale, she was giving me a very hard talking to about how the producers were getting it wrong with my character, and that she was going to have a phone call with them and explain to them what they should be doing with me. So that's what that was about, and so she sent the message that mission accomplished.
I think she's possibly the exec producer, unofficially, of all of our soaps. Nick, as I say, we made a beeline for you over at an awards ceremony. This is a lady that knows royalty, knows everyone, but Emmerdale was the one that she did get very starstruck. So you had quite a few drinks and meetings with her, didn't you?
Yes, well, like John, she pushed me into a corner and told me without any uncertainty where Jimmy and Nicola should be going, and how the producers must never split them up, because they represent hope for relationships and strength and battling, and she loved that. And she was a big fan of Emmerdale, but not at all uncritical. She knew where she wanted it to go, and wasn't shy in telling us about that. She was passionate about it, and Jimmy and Nicola, to her, I think, represented those people in her post bag who really confronted with strength and courage their problems, and maintained hope. So she was big fans of those characters.
I love her. And do you know what? One of the things she did let me, as soon as I joined there, she did sort of help me on some storylines that I know are coming up, and then she said she wanted to get it right, so that it was right for the people at home, because she's the woman that's seen every plot line from
every plot line, as Nick and John said there, you know, are involved in the soaps, the things that she dealt with all the time. Nick and John, thank you so much.
Thanks, lads.
Love to everyone up there at Emmerdale.
We'd just like to... I brought a damned fine bottle of Dom Perignon down from Home Farm. We wanted to raise a glass to Denise.
And she would love that. Cheers to you.
We'll join you. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers. Here's to Denise. Thanks, lads. Thanks very much.